Friday, October 14th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East. A breezy day set to unfold as drier air pulls on in, and it will be much, much drier. We'll have some dew points dropping into the 30s in parts of the region by this afternoon, and that's going to set us up for some beautiful weekend weather. Overnight, there's been a good bit of rain, some embedded thunderstorm activity too, and that has been lifting north and east. This is the radar shot from a little after 5 a.m. when that rain was still over parts of the northern Piedmont. But that is continuing to pull north and east, and in the wake of it, there is not a drop of rain to be found all the way back through the Plain States, and that is the type of deal we'll have all weekend long. Here's your dew point map. The dew points are going to be dropping after 50s for dew points to start the day in the Piedmont, and like I mentioned, we'll be in the 30s and 40s for afternoon dew points. Our winds out of the west will get kind of gusty at times today. And for that reason, there is actually a lake wind advisory in effect for a good chunk of western North Carolina, South Carolina, and into northeast Georgia. And that's where there could be some winds gusting 25 to 35 miles per hour up in the mountains, even higher, maybe some 50 mile per hour plus wind gusts at times. Here's the upper air chart this afternoon, the trough over the eastern part of the country. And that's going to deliver some quiet weekend weather. This is the look on Sunday morning. We're in great shape, but you can already see the beginnings of a big trough that's going to plunge southward into the eastern part of the country next week. In fact, here is the European model output for Wednesday evening, a sharp trough plunging into the eastern U.S., and I still think this delivers the chilliest air we've seen thus far this season for the second half of next week. Now, today it'll be a breezy day. Sunshine builds in across the region and high temperatures in the 70s in the Piedmont. Tomorrow, sunny, low to maybe some mid-70s out there. Still a little bit breezy at times tomorrow. Great weather for the activities both evenings, this evening and tomorrow evening at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the high school football games. Great weather this evening. Any of the college football games across the entire southeast tomorrow will be in great shape. Sunday still looks good. A little warmer, mid to maybe a few upper 70s for highs. Monday, upper 70s, and even some spots touching 80 with still a pretty good amount of sunshine. But here's when changes begin to unfold again. Tuesday, this is Tuesday evening on the GFS. Brings in the chance of some rain and storms later in the day into Tuesday night and then Wednesday morning. And here's a look by Wednesday evening. The system is pulling away. Would be a little bit of snow in parts of the North Carolina mountains and very chilly air blowing in here on northwest winds. Now check out the Canadian solution. This is pretty wild. Valid Wednesday evening, and has an area of low pressure that forms along the front and really explodes in intensity as it heads up to parts of the northeast. Now this is one of the more extreme solutions for sure, but there is a lot of indications, and you can even see it here on the GFS. Let me go to that chart there, of some type of low developing along this front as it moves through. For us, if that happens, that would mean enhanced rain amounts as we get into maybe Tuesday night or so next week. It would also maybe mean some Appalachian snows. Again, some in the North Carolina mountains, but it could really crank in some spots as you get further north into the Appalachians. Now, behind that front and that storm system, there's the chilly air. By Friday, or even Thursday too, high pressure sitting directly overhead. Probably, it looks like our chilliest morning could be Friday morning of next week. I think a lot of us well down into the 30s for lows, and maybe even some folks getting the first light freeze of the season in parts of the Piedmont. We'll see if winds can relax enough for that. Altogether, though, it's going to be kind of chilly for sure to end next week. A lot of sunshine Thursday and Friday, but our highs could very well struggle to even make it up into the lower 60s in much of the Piedmont. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.